For the first time in 20 years, we were able to say that a Sacramento Kings season was good and that they finally ended the longest playoff drought in the NBA and they made the playoffs in 2023. And even though they did lose to the Warriors in round one, it was still a successful season. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? I'm excited for this Kings rebuild because I think that they are a good team, but I don't think they're there yet to make that jump into being a top team in the Western Conference. But they were the 3 seed last year. I just don't know if that they're in a tier of the Denver Nuggets or the LA Lakers when it comes down to a 7-game playoff series. But I'm very excited for this rebuild, like I said, because we do have De'Aaron Fox, who kind of broke out last year to being, all right, this is a legitimate building block point guard that you can have for the next 10 years, and he had the best season of his career. You have Davion Mitchell, who's kind of been a little bit disappointing as a top 10 pick from the 2021 draft. You have tons of shooters on this team. Kevin Huerter, one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Malik Monk, played like one of the best three-point shooters last year. They took a flyer on Chris Duarte. Don't know if I'm really going to play him too much. I really like them getting Colby Jones in the second round. I didn't love the Harrison Barnes extension and re-signing him to a 3-year deal into his age 34 season. Yeah, not the biggest fan on that, but they did bring over Sasha Vezenkov. Sorry if I'm butchering his name, but he's going to be a good shooter. He was a EuroLeague MVP coming over, so he should be fun to watch. This is the big X factor. If Keegan Murray can develop into being one of the best forwards in the league, or at least in the top, 10 of forwards at some point in his career, just being one of the better shooters, this Kings team can go places. We have Trey Lyles as a backup. Kessler Edwards, they took a flyer on in the offseason, and they got Jalen Slauson in the second round. And then at the center position, Alex Len, not a great backup. But yeah, you have Domantas Sabonis, who just got a max extension from Sacramento. He was definitely on one of the more value contracts in the NBA, but now is getting paid like a top center, as he should. And oh yeah, they had the 2023 Coach of the Year in Mike Brown. So I'm going to start off the season sending Colby Jones to the Stockton Kings. And I'm going to send Jalen Slauson down there as well. All right, so Monk and Huerter are going to get the same amount of minutes at 27. Fox is getting 37 minutes a night. And then we got Harrison Barnes getting 25. Keegan Murray getting 29. I do want to upgrade this a little bit, so we'll see how that can go throughout the year. Maybe I'll just give one more to Murray, one less to Sabonis. Then we have Monk, Vezenkov, Davion Mitchell, Trey Lyles, and Chris Duarte off the bench. Under Mike Brown, system proficiency balance, we are 3.5 stars. All right, so first game of the season is on the road against the LA Lakers, and we ended up losing by 4. LeBron had 23 points in this one. De'Aaron Fox had 26 and 10. Barnes had an efficient 24 points. You don't really want to start the season off on an L. Can we beat the Suns on the road? Yes, we can, but we ended up losing to the Golden State Warriors. Keegan Murray had 25 in this one. Like I said, he's going to be a big X factor for us. We lost by 3 here to Golden State. Ooh, back-to-back road games against Denver, and we won them both. Oh my god, we beat them by 16. Shout out to Sabonis. What a performance here. Fox gave me 22, 8 and 8 as well, even with 5 turnovers. And then we ended up beating them 131-128. And a big thing with the Kings last year, and Sabonis has a sick triple-double, is they were one of the best offensive teams ever when it comes to offensive rating, but they were one of the worst defensive teams in the league. So we'll see how this team can perform. We could be a buyer at the deadline. I don't think we would be a seller. And heck, we could have multiple All-Stars as well. We do have our first major injury in Malik Monk, who's shooting 38% from 3, is going to be out with just a day-to-day injury. Vezenkov has right knee tendonitis. He's going to be out 2 to 4 weeks. He's not playing the best in his rookie season so far. And he's already 28 too, so it's not like I'm going to have a super long leash with him or just the most patience in the world for him being a rookie. All right, so it is Christmas here of 2023. We are the 7th seed in the Western Conference. I would like to separate ourselves from this tier of like the 4 through 7 seeds. De'Aaron Fox is leading the team in scoring. Sabonis is averaging 20 and 12 and 7. Oh my god, he might be my best player. Keegan Murray is averaging 16.5 points and shooting 40 from 3, 80 from the line. Kevin Huerter, 51, 46, 75 splits. Harrison Barnes shooting 90% from the line. I knew he wasn't going to score that much. Davion Mitchell, 8 points. 3 assists, 39 from 3. Okay, something to keep an eye on with his development. All right, so let's see who makes the 2024 All-Star game. Luka and Giannis are captains. Sabonis is a reserve on Team Giannis. De'Aaron Fox does not make the All-Star game, unfortunately. So we are currently 4 games above 500. We have a road game against Philly in which we lose, home game against Wemby and the Spurs and we lose, and we are only 2 games above 500 going into the deadline. There really wasn't anybody good on the trade block that I wanted to go after. better. I'm going to make a trade with the San Antonio Spurs, though. I'm going to be sending them Chris Duarte, Alex Len, and a 2025 second in exchange for Charles Bassey and Zach Collins. I think Zach Collins would be a nice backup big for us. Our 2024 pick, though, is lottery protected for the next few years, though. So if we do end up being in the lottery, like, we're going to be able to keep our pick. Can't really re-sign anybody at the moment, so let's hope that this team can finish strong. I wanted to see what we could do with this internal core, and if we have a disappointing end to the season, which we're kind of trending towards, I will probably be making some notable moves in the offseason in the trade department. And Jason Tatum wins the 2024 MVP award. Anything out of the ordinary? Bones Island most improved? Okay, and the Celtics went 70-12, which is just kind of mind-blowing. Do we get anybody on an All-NBA team? Shout out to LaMelo getting on All-NBA second team. And we do get Sabonis, All-NBA third team, 18 points, just under 12 rebounds, 6.5 assists, and it is 63% true shooting percentage. Yeah, maybe we just build around, Sabonis. For some reason, almost said Giannis. And we do get Vezenkov on all-rookie second team. So we finished the season as the 10th seed. I guess my huge trade deadline acquisition of Zach Collins didn't make me a top 6 seed in the West. Malik Monk is going to be a free agent, I know, in the offseason, and we do want to bring him back. I don't know, though. We are definitely going to be having to make some big moves, or at least some tough moves this offseason. All right, so we're taking on Dallas, who had a disappointing season. Their rebuild that's also coming soon. Don't worry, but let's see if we can upset them. I guess we're the 10th seed, they're the 9th seed. I mean, winner of this game has to win another leg of the play-in. Honestly, I wouldn't hate the good draft pick, but I kind of wanted to do something in the playoffs, and we end up losing by 6. And the Kings, who are the 10th seed, have a pretty disappointing end to the season. Wow, Sabonis was great. Fox didn't really do a whole lot in this game. Luka had a triple-double, and Rashawn Holmes had 19 against his former team. Well, yeah, just like that, we are out of the playoffs, or at least out of the play-in tournament. Jimmy Butler is your Eastern Conference Finals MVP, and Anthony Edwards is your Western Conference Finals MVP. And shout out to Jimmy, finally getting that ring in the Eastern Conference, or at least just in the NBA. There goes Kyle Lowry, Chris Paul, Al Horford, Robin Lopez, JaVale McGee, Lloyd Pierce, Rick Carlisle, Dwayne Casey, Mike D'Antoni. So, draft lottery time 2K. I haven't gone really lucky in a lottery in a while. Let me jump from 12 into the top 4. It would have been fun if we dropped to 13, but let's see. Can we get lucky and go from 12 into the top 4? No, we cannot. So we have the 12th overall pick in the draft. The Spurs in back-to-back years land the number 1 selection. Bradley Beal is on the trade block. Do I think Beal would work in Sacramento? It's interesting. I mean, I don't even know what he would cost. His contract is so large that it would be kind of tough to get there. I mean, I would leverage Harrison Barnes' contract. I don't really, would want to give up Kevin Huerter. We could give up Vezenkov and maybe pick 12. Is that a lot for Bradley Beal? But do I really think a big 3 of Beal, Sabonis, and Fox could win a championship? I'd rather throw a package at Zach LaVine. I don't know if he's on the block. I don't think that this would be enough to get him. I mean, we can offer it, and they say no. So I think I'm just going to make my selection at 12 and then still look at trades. And DJ Wagner out of Kentucky fell to me at 12. I took best player available, even though I didn't need a point guard. So that probably hints at me trading DJ Wagner. And we went Scotty Middleton in the second round. We're going to sign them both. Now, us drafting DJ Wagner can also mean that, I can move Davion Mitchell. Let's pick up the team option on Colby Jones and Jalen Slauson. Trey Lyles opts in on a $6.8 million player option. Paul George is going to be a free agent. Now, he would be a fun fit to this team, but he would regress. All right, so I'm going to be making this trade with the Memphis Grizzlies. We're going to be sending them Harrison Barnes, the Zaire Williams experiment isn't working out for them, and Charles Bassey, who we got in the Zach Collins trade at the deadline. We're getting John Conchar in this deal, who might be in the rotation, he might not, but we're getting Brandon Clark, who would be a very good backup big man for us next year. All right, so I'm going to make this trade with the San Antonio Spurs since we did draft DJ Wagner. Davion Mitchell's a restricted free agent next year. We're going to trade him. We're going to get Trey Jones, who I may flip later on. He's not going to crack the rotation. He was really bad last year. And like I said, I want to play DJ Wagner. But we also get their unprotected first-round pick next year, which is kind of a huge pickup. And I do want to bring back Malik Monk on a 3-year extension here. And yeah, we're going to renounce the rights on Zach Collins. That trade just didn't work out at all, actually. Paul George stayed with the Clippers. Pascal Siakam stayed with the Raptors. DeRozan stayed in Chicago. Nobody really left, it looks like. All right, so the lineup is going to look a little bit different. Fox, Huerter, Murray, Trey Lyles at the 4, and then Sabonis at the 5. We're going to have Monk, Clark, Vezenkov, Wagner, Conchar off the bench. Like I said, Trey Jones won't be there. I could leverage his value maybe to move at the deadline or at some point. Let's see how this team does this year, and if I need to make another move at some point because those moves I made in the offseason may have been just too minor. We were scaping by with no injuries this year, and then De'Aaron Fox, left knee tendonitis. He will be out 4 to 6 weeks. So yeah, Davion Mitchell never really got his chance as a starting point guard here, but DJ Wagner will. So this is actually going to get Colby Jones into the rotation too. And yeah, Keegan Murray, Domantas Sabonis, they're going to be running the show. In our first game with no Fox, we ended up beating the Grizzlies by 30. How is Mr. Harrison Barnes doing this year? Not great, so maybe it's better that I got off him while I did. Herter goes 7 for 11 from 3. Monk had 24 here. Sabonis almost had a triple-double. Road game against the Nuggets. Oh, we ended up losing by 21. 2 tough games here. Suns and the Mavericks get blown out by the Suns, and then we barely beat the Mavericks. Road game against the Raptors on February 1st. Come on, give me like a good statement win. There we go. Vezenkov. Okay, I see you. Clark with 21, 11, and 3. Sabonis had 19 and 10. Murray 19 and 5, and also 5 blocks. I didn't know Keegan had that. At the All-Star draft here, we do have a lone All-Star again. It's Domantas Sabonis, man. Okay, he is going to now have 4 All-Stars under his belt. Well, would it be 5? Yeah, I think that's actually 5 because he did get it in 2023. So, we're actually killing it without De'Aaron Fox. Viewing theory here that are we better without De'Aaron Fox? I don't know. Our leading scorer is Mr. Fox, but then we have Sabonis. Keegan Murray's averaging 18 a night on elite efficiency. Also, Malik Monk's giving me 13.5 points on 36 from 3. There's Kevin Herter, who I'm also fine with moving if the opportunity did present itself. I mean, we have enough assets to offer up for a big name in Vezenkov. His efficiency has been dropping. All right, so I'm going to be looking around the league. I would be a buyer at the deadline if there was a big name on the market. Oh my God, the Pelicans are 12 and 41. I think Brandon Ingram's available. Karl-Anthony Towns is available, but they are 40 and 14. I don't know why then. Drew Holiday, DeMar DeRozan, these guys are getting up there in age. Desmond Bane, but they're 22 games above 500. Jimmy Butler, whoa. I mean, he would be perfect in Sacramento. So if I wanted expiring contract Brandon Ingram, I would be willing to include Kevin Herter and DJ Wagner in a deal, and Trey Jones. They would have to give me EJ Liddell. Is that like the worst player I can get back? Yeah, I think so. So I feel like I don't know. Will I get a counter offer out of this? No. What about if I gave you this first round pick from the Spurs? Oh my God, yes, we could use this to get Brandon Ingram. Oh, baby. All right. Yeah, I feel like a team of De'Aaron Fox, Brandon Ingram, Keegan Murray, and Domantas Sabonis could go a long way. And we get Brandon Ingram. Let's go. We make a major move in the Western Conference. The Pelicans were tanking. I don't know why the Spurs still put an unprotection on that pick because they are just as bad. The Pelicans are going to end up with 2 top 5 picks. Like I said, Ingram is an expiring contract, so it is worth the risk, but we do plan on re-signing him. Now, without De'Aaron Fox, though, our point guard depth is really bad. So I'm going to see if I can snag Craig Randall because Fox is hurt. I just traded away Trey Jones and DJ Wagner. I know if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and we've been playing very well, but if I have an opportunity to go out and get Brandon Ingram, I'm going to do it. In Ingram's first game with the Kings, he ended up having 19 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. Whoa, in Craig Randall's first game, he had 20 points. So we can get open with De'Aaron Fox on a 2-year extension, so he's under contract for the next 5 years. Oh, and Domantas Sabonis just got hurt. No, how long is he out for? Don't be long. And he dislocated his right patella. And he's out for the season. No. Damn, I don't even know what to do now. I guess, yeah, Brandon Clark is going to be the starting center moving forward, but that just hurts. And we were 34 and 32. Oh, did I really mess up this season by trading for Brandon Ingram? Why isn't it resulting into wins? No, we're about to be under 500. Oh, I just made such a stupid trade. We do finish the season above 500 though, but 42 and 40, that's not great. Damn, and no All-NBA team appearance for Sabonis as Wemby is in there now. We finished the season as the 7th seed. Damn, and we could have easily have been the 6th seed if we didn't choke in the final, 4 weeks. Here were the stats for everybody this year. Fox ended up leading the team in scoring. Keegan Murray, 18 points a night. Ingram had 18 a night. Wish he had maybe a little bit more. Then there's Sabonis among. Craig Randall actually was really good for us. Did we just find a diamond in the rough in free agency? So for the play-in tournament, this is what the lineup is going to look like. I'm giving Fox Ingram, and Murray, all 40 minutes a night. We're doing an 8-man rotation. All right, so let's see if we could beat the Dallas Mavericks and get revenge on them for knocking us out of the play-in tournament last year. But unlike last year, though, we still would be alive if we did lose because we are the 7-8 matchup. And we end up dropping 155 with no Sabonis. Fox with 42 points in 43 minutes. He also had 9 assists. Ingram had 31, 6, and 9. Murray, 29 points. Craig Randall. This guy's a beast. And we are going to be taking on the Memphis Grizzlies in round 1, a team we can 100% upset because they don't have Ja Morant. Whoa, we don't have Sabonis. They don't have Morant. Seems fair to me. Whoa, Jaren Jackson Jr. is also hurt for 1 to 2 weeks. Okay, so like Morant should be back any day, but can we steal game 1 because of that? Let's go. We end up winning game 1 by 14 points. Fox with 26, Ingram 25, Murray 23. Game 2, we ended up losing. Triple J was back for this one, but no Ja. Damn, Ingram had 30. It would have been nice to win that one. Game 3, we take the victory though by 18. Ingram, 43 points here. The shit I was saying throughout the regular season. Ja Morant is back. Game 4, we ended up losing by 11 here. Game number 5, we ended up losing also by 15. Ugh, all right. Game number 6, we end up staying alive to force a game 7. The big 3, with no Sabonis, was stepping up. Keegan Murray's averaging 20 in the first 6 games. Ingram 27.5, and Fox at 21, 7, and 6. So can we beat them in game 7? Winner takes on the Houston Rockets, which maybe isn't impossible to beat, but let's see here. We get off to a good first quarter. Choke it right there in the second. Come out flat in the third, but we're only down by 4. It's a very low-scoring game here. And, okay, we just don't come out in the fourth at all. We end up losing by 20. That's just a shame. As Dallas, of course, is just going to push Minnesota to 7. They end up losing as well. Anthony Edwards and Tower Hero are your conference finals MVPs. And you have Timberwolves Heat once again. This time, the Timberwolves win in 6. So, the Atlanta Hawks will be getting our first-round pick this year. The Pelicans ended up with 1 and 2. Of course, that Spurs pick ended up being number 1. So, I basically traded the number 1 overall pick for Brandon Ingram. Alright, I don't love that. And the Hawks get our pick at 16. I'm going to try to steal Chris Finch from the Timberwolves and get him as my shot doctor because Jay Triano retired. Alright, we're going to be making this trade with the Denver Nuggets. I'm getting Jalen Smith, yeah, the former top 10 pick back in 2020. And we're getting their 2026 top 3 protected first in exchange for EJ Liddell and John Conchar. So did the Pelicans just end up with like Dylan Harper and Ian Jackson? And yep, that's exactly who they ended up with. Wow, that's just a sick squad. So pick up the team option on Keegan Murray. Scotty Middleton, sure, we'll pick it up. I definitely want to give Craig Randall the qualifying offer, and we'll give Kobe Jones it as well. And yeah, let's sign Brandon Ingram. I'm also going to give Trey Lyles the minimum as well. And welcome back to the team, Brandon Ingram. Oh, this would be huge if I can get Lou Dort for $33 million over 3 years or $36 million. Let's go. That's a huge pickup. I'm also going to try to sign Victor Oladipo to the minimum and Mo Wagner to the minimum. And we get Craig Randall back on a steal of a contract. All right, so it's going to be a Fox Monk. Just shout out Kentucky, man. Ingram, Murray, Sabonis starting 5 with Lou Dort, Brandon Clark, Jalen Smith, and Craig Randall off the bench. System proficiency is 4 stars. Let's see how this team, fully healthy, can do. We just dropped 155 in the first game of the season. Oh, yeah, let's go. So we are 25-10 right now. The 1 seed in the Western Conference. We're killing it. We have the 3rd best offensive rating in the NBA. The Magic and Timberwolves offensive ratings are insane. And our defense is also top 10 in the league. That's huge. De'Aaron Fox is averaging 24 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists. Brandon Ingram, 21, 6, and 6. Keegan Murray's averaging 19 points, shooting 40% from 3. And Sabonis is giving me 16.5, 11, and 6. Yeah, we really do have a noticeable big 4. Not talking about Deloitte, though. So, I don't know if I want to make any moves at the deadline. We made a minor trade at the deadline in year 1 with the Zach Collins deal. Last year, we made the biggest move of the video, trading for Brandon Ingram. So, I don't think I'm going to top that this year. Here at the All-Star Draft, we don't have anybody in the All-Star game. I thought that's a Davion Mitchell for a second. Yeah. Nobody made the All-Star game for us. Okay. Which is so weird because we've fallen to the 3 seed. But yeah, I'm surprised Fox or Ingram didn't get it. And it is the trade deadline. We are 10 games above it. And I mean the 500 marker. Whoa, Nick Claxton is on the trade block. So is Dante DiVincenzo, Gary Trent Jr., Jeremy Grant. And I'm not going to be making any moves at this year's deadline. All right, so we are 12 games above 500 now, 13. Okay, you know what? If we could finish 13 games above 500, I'd be very happy. 14 games. Oh, we're going back and forth on 14. We're 15 above 500, and we finished 16 games above 500. You know what? I will definitely take that. Do we get any Sacramento Kings on an All-NBA team? We do. De'Aaron Fox. Let's go. 22.5 points, 4.8 rebounds, 7.1 assists, and he had a 63% true shooting percentage. We are the 3 seed, like the Kings just were in 2023. We're taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves now. We did steal their coach. Oh, but they're so good in the sim right now. Here were the end of the season numbers. The only other player above 20 points was Brandon Ingram, but Murray and Sabonis and Monk were all very good for us. Monk could have definitely been better. I mean, we got the torture chamber, Lou Dort. I honestly might start him at the shooting guard spot and have Monk be the 6th man. And Craig Randall definitely deserves a playoff rotational spot. He has 63% true shooting. All right, so we're going to do an 8-man rotation. We're going to heavily play our starting 5 and rely on them. Our 4-star balance under Mike Brown. Come on, let's beat the Timberwolves. I think this would be an upset because they have been so good in the sim. And the big 4, man, killing it in game 1. Game 2, we end up winning by 5 in overtime. Let's go. Sabonis and Fox, the OGs here, getting the job done. Brandon Ingram at 14 assists, and we go up 3-0. Yes. Sabonis. We scored 161, 35, 13, and 17 for Sabonis. 33, 8, 8, and 3 for Fox. Game number 4. Oh my God, we just swept the Timberwolves. Beat them by 6. Let's freaking go. We're going to be taking on the Houston Rockets. It would have been cool to take on the Pelicans. But, yeah, they have pretty much the team you'd expect. They are developing that young core. They've also added Cam Johnson and Matisse Thybulle. And in Game 1, we ended up losing 24. Not off to a good start. Ooh, Keegan Murray struggled in this game. Game number 2, we ended up winning. Let's go. We ended up winning by 6 points. Murray and Ingram and Sabonis, all with 27 points apiece. Fox, come on. You got to get in the 27-point club. Game number 3, we ended up losing that. Oh my goodness. We lost by 47 points. Come on, defense. Can't be giving up 157. We lose by just 3. And our season may be over. Yep, we ended up losing in 5. It's unfortunate. You're going to have the Celtics and the Rockets in the finals. The Ime Udoka series, and the Rockets win in 6. I feel like this is like the 4th time LeBron has retired in this video. Ross retires on the 76ers. Draft lottery time, we do have... Oh, wait. This is the 2026 draft. That Nuggets pick. Oh my God, it ended up at number 3. Didn't we have a top 3 protected? Or excuse me, top 5 protected. Wow. We could maybe leverage that pick's value next year. Mike Brown is a free agent, but I do want to win a championship with him. And we're going to get Jamal Mosley to be my top assistant. I don't want to do it. I don't want to trade away Malik Monk, but I'm going to be picking up Herb Jones. We do need to improve our defense on the perimeter a little bit, and having Herb Jones and Lou Dort on the same team is pretty filthy. I am losing that Denver pick and my pick in this draft, so it's a 24th pick, but we're getting the Pelicans 29 unprotected first. Damn, Nuggets missed out on Cameron Boozer, but they didn't take Cooper Flagg. What are you doing? Oh my God, he goes to the Pelicans too. They're stacked. Like, they may have the best young core in the league right now. Zion, Dyson Daniels, Ian Jackson, Isaiah Collier, DJ Wagner, Stephon Castle, Barris Bagayoko, Dylan Harper, Cooper Flagg. Oh my God, that's filthy. We're going to give 3 to the 4 players here the qualifying offer. And yeah, we're about to pay Keegan Murray a lot of money. I'm also getting Kobe White on a 3-year deal. Good replacement to Malik Monk for sure. I mean, Daniel Gafford is asking for the minimum. Yeah, let's give that to him. And I would like to bring back Craig Randall II. Where did he go to school? Tennessee Martin, okay. And can we get him on that 1-year deal? Yes, we can. KD goes to the Heat. Whoa. Bam to the Jazz. Andrew Wiggins also went there. Like, this is a really good roster next year for sure. All right, so we are 5 games above 500 right now here at the All-Star Draft. And we do have Domantas Sabonis back in the All-Star game this year. We're going to lock up Sabonis for 3 more years. So Evan Mobley wins the 2027 MVP. That's kind of cool. Cameron Boozer, Rookie of the Year. Ron Holland, 6th Man of the Year. I did choose DJ Wagner over him, but hey, I probably would have traded him to the Pelicans. Anthony Black won Most Improved. I could definitely see that. I mean, I wish the efficiency went up a little bit more. Shout out to Cade Cunningham making All-NBA first team. Julius Randle's been making All-NBA teams left and right in this video. We finished the season as the 2 seed. We ended up going 47-35. Yeah, the Western Conference was very competitive this year, but also pretty bad, so I'm glad I'm in the West. Dallas looks like they're the team to beat. Well, they have 2K God Luka and 2K God Jalen Duren. Here are the stats from this season. The big four all scored above 15 points a night. Then we got 13 points off the bench from Kobe White, 9.5 from Dort, 7.7 out of Herb Jones. Probably going to do a 9-man rotation for the playoffs. So we're going to see what this 9-man rotation can do. Still 4-star balance. We didn't get into that 4.5 yet. Game 1 against the Lakers, we ended up beating them by 5. Don't lose to a 7 seed, please. Oh my god, it's 2-1. Why? Why 2K? Game 4, we win. Thank you. Game 5, we win. Thank you. And we end up winning in 6. If I don't make it to at least the conference finals, I think I'm going to probably move Sabonis to the 4, get a more physical, rebounding, defensive-minded 5, move Keegan Murray to the 3, and probably Ingram to the 2. So let's hope that doesn't happen. We're taking on the Pelicans, who, like I said, have one of the best young cores in the league, and we end up sweeping them. Let's go. And don't look now, but, oh, shout out Kobe White. Our Western Conference Finals matchup is against the 8-seeded Grizzlies. Okay, well, they have a sick backcourt of Moran and Ivy. I wonder if Ivy's hurt with that 82 overall. But yeah, the Davion Mitchell Revenge series. Here we go. Well, yeah, I traded him to San Antonio, but he's now ended up in Memphis. Come on, they're an 8 seed. Game 1, we win. Game 2, we lose. We're up 2-1. Yes, 3-1. Don't blow it. 3-1 lead. Please. 3-2. Yes, we're in the NBA Finals. De'Aaron Fox, Western Conference Finals MVP. He averaged 20, 10, and 5. And Anthony Black, the most improved player, is also your Eastern Conference Finals MVP. This is a team I'm okay with playing because Paolo is no longer in Orlando. Oh my god, he's in Philly with Embiid. Well, I'm glad. How did Philly get swept in round 1? I do not know. Okay, don't get cocky, Matt, because you just lost game 1. Franz Wagner is just going to own you. Game 2, don't lose game 4, please. Oh my god, we're really going to lose in 5. We just beat so many other better teams. It doesn't make any sense. And Anthony Black is your finals MVP. All right, let's take one more crack at this as the Hall of Fame class, or at least the retirement class is loaded. Only 3 of those guys are going to the Hall of Fame, though. Tell me that Nuggets pick is just going to be an insane value. It's at 9. Okay, not the worst. But the Pelicans also have the #1 pick via Milwaukee, just adding to that young core. We got Peter Cannon with our 23rd pick. We definitely want to bring back Herb Jones and probably Trey Lyles on the minimum. Let's use my mid-level exception on Jakob Poeltl. And we get Craig Randall and Tasha Vezenkov back on the QOs. Depending on what my record is, I could make a major move at the deadline, and I'm perfectly fine with that. And it looks like the Orlando Magic got better as LaMelo Ball is your MVP for them. We do go 63-19 and get Coach of the Year. Herb Jones on all defensive second team. We're the 1 seed in the West taking on the OKC Thunder. Holy fumble, man. What? They really didn't build a good team at all. De'Aaron Fox was our leading scorer this year, followed by Brandon Ingram, Keegan Murray, Sabonis, Herb Jones, Kobe White. I'm not going to have a lot of patience with you, 2K. If you make me lose to an 8 seed, I'm not making rebuilds for a week. Okay, thank God. Fox got it done in round 1, so did Ingram, Murray, and Sabonis. We're taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Oh my god, they have Scoot and Ant. I mean, their team's not too scary outside of that, but that's really good. Oh my god, we're going to lose to them, aren't we? 2-2, 3-2 us, please win. Yes. Oh, I really thought we were going to lose, and now we're taking on the 7-seeded Clippers, who have Steph and Mikal. Oh my god, I mean, it is 2028 now. Like, these rosters are going to be a little bit crazy. Fox at 29 points there in the second round. Ingram at 24. Please beat the Clippers to go to the NBA Finals. Please. I think we won. Because, yeah, I would have said we got eliminated, right? Let's go. These Sacramento Kings blow them out by 43 points there in Game 7. Shout out you, Keegan Murray. Now we're taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers, who have their backcourt and frontcourt still. I don't know if I'd rather have faced Orlando. Probably, but they beat me last year, but they just got swept by Cleveland. All right, here we go. Can we get revenge in the finals? We win Game 1. Well, not revenge on, like, the Cavs, because we didn't play them last year, but just in the Eastern Conference. We win Game 2. Let's go. Keegan Murray. I'm all for the Keegan Murray Finals MVP propaganda. We go up 3-0. Yes, the bonus with 23, 9, and 10. Ingram 27, 6, and 9. And are we going to sweep them? Let's freaking go, man. We almost lost to the Clippers. Heck, almost even lost to the Timberwolves. But Domantas Sabonis is your 2028 Finals MVP. MVP. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Kings rebuild. It was a fun team. I honestly thought I should have won it all last year because we have a great big four with Fox, Sabonis, Ingram, and Murray, and then the complementary pieces with Herb Jones, Kobe White, Lou Dort, Brandon Clark. Like, that's kind of incredible. But either way, I hope you guys did enjoy this Kings rebuild. Drop a like if you did. Could we maybe get 1,500 likes on the video? Let me know in the comments which team we should rebuild next, as we're getting kind of close to NBA 2K24. We're about a month and a half away, so it is definitely creeping up on us. So yeah, can't wait for those. Hope you guys enjoyed this video though. I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.